And we're back for another episode of Reel Movie Feud. I'm so excited for you guys to see our players for tonight. We have Ashwin, Cameron, and David, and a dog. Let's play some Reel Movie Feud. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Reel Movie Feud, the feudiest game show on this channel. I am your host for tonight, Cole, and I have a lovely co-host, a lovely Vanna White here, Jacob. Jacob, how you doing?
Thank you, Cole.
Pure eye candy.
Every time I see that intro, it just makes me think I'm on like the game show network, on TV. It's so exciting.
The good old GSN. Who knows?
The GSN, yes.
Maybe we'll blow up one day. And
they always show reruns of that one show. I forget what it's called though. It's kind of like similar to this, but I forget what it's called.
Is it where you have to open the doors? Like door number 2.
I don't know.
Let's make a deal. No. That's not what I was thinking of.
Have you ever listened to Wait, Don't Tell Me on NPR?
I haven't. I know of it though.
Yeah, like the opening kind of reminds me of it. Has
okay. There is no similarities, and any similarities are a coincidence. Nobody sue, please. Thank you very much.
No copyright
also, Steve
strikes.
Harvey, don't sue either. All right. Yeah. So you guys ready to play some Reel Movie Feud? Would you like to see some rules to know what you get into tonight?
Of course.
All right. Well, I like the optimism. All right. All right. So here's the rules of the game. There are going to be 5 rounds of gameplay. Each round, players are going to be given a prompt, and players will have 2 turns each to answer the prompt. So we'll go around once, and then we'll go around another time. Players will receive points in the order of the top 5 answers. So number 1 will get you 50 points, number 2, 40, and so on. If there are any tied answers on the board, that's going to add a 6th option to the board for the same point value as the tied. So let's say there's an answer tied at 4th place. That means there are going to be 2 20-point answers on the board. Yep. There's top 5 answers are going to be based on prompt criteria. So that could be anything from most popular, highest rated to lowest earning. All the questions tonight are going to be from letterboxd.com. So no financials here tonight. After round 1, players are going to go into the lowest point order. And then at the end of the game, highest score wins. Does anybody have any questions?
I'm good.
Nope. Great. All righty. We do need to figure out how we're going to start this. So I'm going to start with Ashwin. Ashwin, to 2 decimal points. What is the current score for the film Texas Chainsaw Massacre? And to clarify, Letterboxd is from 0 to 5.00, I guess. So in the star range.
The original?
Yeah, the original film, yeah. No remake, just the original one.
I think I'm going to be the worst at these, so I'm just going to shoot in the dark. Let's say 3.56.
All right, Ashwin's going 3.56. All right, and we'll go over to Cameron.
3.73.
Cameron's going a little higher at 3.73. All right, David, what are you thinking? In between, a little higher? What are you thinking?
I was going to select this, but 3.57.
Oh, he's going Price is Right rules. Okay, 3.57.
I thought of this before Ashwin said anything.
I believe you. Sure. This time, I believe you. Well,
I will say, David, that's going to work in your benefit here tonight. Cameron is the closest here with his 3.73. The current average rating for Texas Chainsaw Massacre on letterboxd.com is 3.87, so a little higher than all you guys were expecting here.
Yeah, I even lowballed it. Wow.
So, yeah, exactly. Thanks to Jacob for that one, for picking the movie.
It's a good freaking film, I guess,
Yeah, the anniversary was a couple of days ago.
I see. That makes sense. And there's a new game out, right?
Yeah, go play the new game. Not sponsored, though. Not sponsored.
No, we're not sponsored
or just
yet.
Play anything else.
Or play anything else. Dang. All right. Just going in the dark like that. Okay. So with that means that the order for the first round is going to be Cameron, then David, then Ashwin last here. So we are going to start with Cameron. Cameron, are you ready for the first question of the night?
I'm ready.
He is ready with the brim of the hat. The edge of his brim. Okay. And for people watching at home and in general for players here tonight, Letterboxd works a little different. So just you got to think about film people crowds sometimes. So for this one, Cameron, I want you to tell me the most popular movies starring Kevin Costner. So in terms of popularity on Letterboxd, that means not necessarily the highest rated films, but how many people are interacting with them. So it could be The Room and people hate it, give it low scores, but if it's popular on the platform, that's what counts. Everyone got that? Makes sense?
All right.
Davey, you look quizzical. Are you good?
I always confuse Kevin Costner and Billy Bob Thornton.
We're going to see how this goes.
Interesting. That's an interesting.
Well, let's see if my guess will help you out here.
All right, Cameron, what are you thinking?
There's a bunch of movies swirling through my head, and none of them I think are that popular. They're just popular with me. But I am a Letterboxd user, so that's got to count for something.
Might count against you, actually.
Yeah. He's my favorite actor, obviously. And he happens to be in Molly's Game. I guess I'm choosing that. Final answer.
Cameron is going with Molly's Game, the Aaron Sorkin classic. Maybe, I don't know. Molly's Game is on the board. That is our fourth place answer. That'll net you 20 points.
Holy shit, okay.
That is a crazy pool. I would not have gotten that.
Well,
Molly's Game. I guess I'm not a Molly's Game enjoyer.
That's a Cameron movie, so it's never off the mind.
Okay, we're going to go swing over to David here. David, what do you think of the most popular movies starring Kevin Costner? You still have 4 answers left on the board.
I think it's got to be this one, Man of Steel.
David's going with Man of Steel. Is the big S on the board? Man of Steel is our number 2 answer. That'll net you 40 points. David taking the lead. All right, Ashwin, you still got 3 left on the board. And we're making good progress here.
So this is concerning because I feel like you basically took one of the 2 movies I know for certain Kevin Costner is in. But I'm gonna.
He's everybody's favorite actor. What are you talking about?
Yeah, my bad. Let's go. I don't know. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
He's going with Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves is not on the board.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Ashwin. All right, we're going to go back over to Cameron. Cameron, can you pull something out of his ass here?
That's really what I'm trying to do. And I think, okay, I'm not going to go further down with that analogy. You're welcome. I'm trying to think of, this might help David, but I need to talk out loud or else it won't work. I'm trying to think of that running movie. What is the name of that running movie?
What is it?
I don't know. Fucking Shrek 3. The third.
Right. Cameron's going with Shrek 3.
I don't know.
You can always pass, Cameron. That's also an option.
Cameron, I think passing would be better in this situation.
Wait,
you know what? No, hey.
Shrek?
I'm not gonna follow up the crazy guess. We had a crazy Matt LeBlanc guess. Anything's possible. Anyways, Shrek 3 is not one of Kevin Costner's most popular movies. Believe it or not, I don't think he's even in it.
Complete bullshit.
Justin Timberlake is in it though.
He is.
What more can you want?
Yeah.
Pretty close. Yeah, you get them confused.
Of course. All right, David. Your last shot here. What are you thinking?
I think he was like Space Cowboy or something is one, and then I'm pretty sure he was in Field of Dreams, and so I feel like Field of Dreams is like a cult classic, so I feel like it always inspires some Americana debate. So I'm gonna go Field of Dreams.
David's going with the Field of Dreams. It's just called Field of Dreams, but it's like a field. Anyways, Field of Dreams.
Dreams in it.
Yes, Sarah, if you're watching, we talked about Field of Dreams.
Power's out.
Oh, that's right. That's right. When you're watching in VOD. Anyways, Field of Dreams is not on the board. Sorry, David. All right, Ashwin, you can make up some big moves here. You still have 3 answers left on the board.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy for me because unless I sit here for like 30 minutes, I don't think I'm going to come up with another Kevin Costner film. So I'm putting all my chips on negative engagement. I'm going to say Waterworld.
He's going with
Oh.
Waterworld,
Wow.
the box office bomb of Waterworld. Waterworld is not on the board. Sorry, Ashwin.
Wow.
It's also old, so I didn't think it was going to be there. But
It
It
actually
is old.
stars him though, so that's a plus. Like
I think that is a big plus
there
for
would be
sure.
letterbox people who would be like, "Let me epically own Waterworld in the year 20."
Listen, man, that Waterworld Stuntacular show at Universal was worth it. Okay, so maybe people are going back to it. Who knows? Okay, so with that, the end of that round, Ashwin not getting anything on the board yet, but we still have Cameron at 20 points and David at 40. Number 5 was The Untouchables. That would have meant you 10 points. Obviously, Molly's Game at number 4. Hidden Figures, the 2016 kind of biopic movie, I guess you'd call it that. That was our third place answer for number 3. Man of Steel, obviously, number 2. Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. I had to double check this one.
God damn it.
Oh, I should have just guessed that instead of Waterworld.
Yeah.
Definitely not highest rated, that's for sure.
No, but see, that's exactly popularity doesn't necessarily mean highest
Good.
rated. Although I don't know if Man of Steel is up there either. I don't know. Maybe the Snyder boys are fighting.
I didn't even
Are the
realize
Snyder Boys on Letterboxd? I guess some of them are.
And also to clarify, Zack Snyder's Justice League is not a part of this because it's non-theatrical here. It was a little complicated, so I ended up just not.
It's a
including
fake film.
it. It's not a fake film. It's 4 hours, and it's just long.
real.
Okay, so we won't reveal our tiebreakers here until the end here because we are not at tiebreaker point, but there are ones on the board that were there, so just keep that in mind. So maybe something you said, who knows? Okay, and with that, we're gonna head into our first conversation of the night, conversation interview. I don't know what to call him, Jacob.
Converviews.
Converview, the first converview of the night. It sounds like
Copyright
a
that shit quick.
get that shit. All right, we're gonna let's talk to Ashwin. Ashwin, how you doing?
Pretty good. You know, I've come here to talk about a topic that I'm pretty passionate about.
Oh,
So
he's going right into it. No frills.
and we'll open up the discussion.
Okay.
You'll
No,
have-
sure.
But as many other people were, I'm sure, I was like not that excited about Blue Beetle, like conceptually. I mean, I know the character until I saw the trailer revealing that Conrad Carapax was going to be in the movie.
Of course.
Yeah, and then so of course, the whole Carapax fan base, we went a little abuzz.
Sure, right.
It spawned a lot of discourse, and I saw the movie on Saturday. Honestly, enjoyed it. I'll give it I liked it. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay.
But it really got me thinking about like the nature of a multifaceted character like Conrad Carapax. And I did a little research. I don't know if this is common knowledge or not, but Carapax is actually of Latin origin. It derives from cara is the Latin root for car, and pax is the Latin root for peace, right?
Okay.
And
right.
as we all know, of course. As we all know, the Toyota Tacoma features very heavily in Blue Beetle, and it got me thinking. And of course, I don't want to get too far into spoiler territory.
Of course, no. Yeah, we're too close to release. So,
but suffice it to say that in the movie, Conrad Carapax does not engage in his overall philosophy of peace towards cars from the get-go. And it's like
he doesn't.
A bit of dramatic irony, I think, where like you see it's sort of like Hannibal being a cannibal. Like the viewer knows, but he doesn't. Like everyone else around him doesn't know yet. So yeah, it really got me thinking. I'm going to be thinking about this for a lot longer, and if once everyone watches the movie, I'm sure we'll have a lot of discourse going. But
yeah, I think I don't think many people saw the movie this weekend based on those box office numbers. So maybe once it gets done streaming, people will start having quandaries with this dilemma here that you're bringing up, Ashwin. I have to say I appreciate you taking this time to use it as a forum and make sure everyone understands the complexities of Conrad Carapax.
Yeah, and I also really appreciated how he had the same powers as Blue Beetle, but was a different color. I like that a lot.
It's just like Iron Man. It's just like Iron Man all over again. One more time. So we'll have to put that in consideration. I also thought the guy looked like straight out of Anthem, like they were just pulling assets from every mech game ever. So
put him in Call of Duty with the voice character.
I could see it. No, I'm telling you, I could see it. You know what? I'm waiting for that Conrad Carapax, specialty pack where I can play as him with the skin right next to Nicki Minaj. So, All right, let's get back into the game. Alrighty, very riveting conversation here. All right, a
I
reminder
felt like I
of-
just listened to like a college lecture of the DC
Ooh,
universe.
did
No,
you
but
fall
like in a
asleep?
good way. In a good
Oh,
way.
okay.
He wasn't bored. That's good. That's what matters, at least. All right, reminder of the score. Ashwin, despite his riveting conversation, is not on the board. But Cameron and
He's good
David-
at talking his way out of things, but
maybe
no,
he can
gotta
talk
get
his way to some
points.
points.
He's trying to get points.
Convince you to give me an extra 60 points. I left that off the talking points.
I say we give it.
I already sent you my Venmo, Ashwin. You're good. All right, so Cameron at 20 and David at 40 here. So because of that, we're going to go in lowest point order first. So Ashwin is actually going to have the first shot here to go. And then it will be Cameron and then David. So we all good on that?
Yep.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Ashwin, you like those, speaking of cars, I think that's a good segue. What do you think about the moral quandary of the Fast and Furious universe?
Oh, that'll be my next interview topic, actually.
Got it. Great. Well, for now, I do want you to tell me, currently on letterboxd.com, what are the highest rated films in the Fast and Furious franchise?
Highest rate.
Not most popular, but the ones that people like the most.
Interesting. Okay. If I'm being honest, some portion of my mental effort is right now devoted to remembering what they're all called.
For this one, I think I'll be generous. If you give me a number, that's fine. If it's a spinoff, you need to specify the spinoff name.
Okay.
If that's fine with everybody. I feel like that it gets confusing after a while too.
Okay, let's go with. Sure. I think this makes sense. We'll do Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Okay. Ashwin's going with Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
You're good. It's fine. The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift is our number 5 or 5th place answer. God, I can't do this. The 5th place answer. That'll net you 10 points, Ashwin.
Okay.
It does get Ashwin on the board. What was your question, Cameron?
Can you repeat the prompt again?
Sure. What are the highest rated films in the Fast and Furious franchise?
Okay.
Highest average rating on films in the Fast and Furious franchise.
Well, I've seen 2 of them, and they happen to be 9 and 10. So I doubt those are the highest rated. Those were really bad. I'm gonna go the Fast and the Furious.
Cameron's going with the Fast and the Furious. That would be the first entry in this franchise. The Fast and the Furious is our second place answer. That will net you 40 points. That puts you in the lead.
Oh, second place. Wow.
Good pull. Good pull.
Good pull there for sure. But does David have a bigger pull? David, reminder that the first, third, fourth are on the board still.
I'm pretty sure this is like considered the most popular among the fans. I think it's Fast 5. I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, you're going with Fast 5. David's going with Fast 5, the 5th entry in the Fast and Furious franchise. Fast 5 is our number 1 answer. That'll net you 50 points.
Nice. Jeez.
Some good moves.
5 for 5-0.
Okay, so reminder, there's only 2 answers on the board. So if people clear the board, that's the end of the round. So, Ashwin, you still got some room to make here. You got 2 answers left on the board. What are you thinking? What's on your mind here? And how much of it is gasoline and Nas?
And family.
And Corona.
And Corona.
Those are the quadrants of my mind right now. I haven't seen any of them except for the one that I'm thinking about saying. But I do suspect that it would not be in the top 5, but they're all kind of bad. 3 and 4 are still on the board, right? As in
yes. The 3rd place spot is on the board, and the 4th place spot is still on the board. Yes. Thank you, Ashwin, for not catching me in a trap.
What a guy! What a good guy.
We'll say okay. We'll say Fast X. Why not?
Ashwin's going with Fast X, the newest one in the Fast and Furious franchise. Fast X is not on the board. Sorry
Oh
about that, bud.
shit. Well, I guess Jason Momoa couldn't lift that one to the top.
He's too busy underwater. All right, Cameron.
We already okay. I'm just trying to remember which ones we've said. I think I've got it in order, but let's see. Fast and Furious 6. I don't know the actual name. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. The sixth entry in the Fast and Furious franchise. Fast and Furious 6 is the title, by the way, Cameron.
Nice.
Is our fourth place answer. That'll net you 20 points. So, David, there are still one answer left on the board.
I'm between Fast and Furious and Too Fast, Too Furious. I think it's got to be the classic. It's got to be the classic that's higher rated. I'm gonna go Too Fast, Too Furious.
David's going Too Fast, Too Furious. Is he about to get a little bit serious? David, Too Fast, Too Furious is not on the board. Sorry about that, bud. But it's you're still good. You're still in the lead here. Ashwin getting a little bit of points here at 10. Cameron climbing up a bit with 60, and David leads still 90.
I think Cameron is 80 right now, right?
Yeah, he
got
does. He absolutely
36.
does. Thank you.
Yeah, he's only 10 points behind
It's
David.
not.
right
Yeah, David,
Very
better watch your
close.
ass.
Very close.
Jacob always looking
Watch
up.
your rear. Watch the rear view. He's coming. Car metaphor. All right. So 5 was Tokyo Drift. 4 was Fast and Furious 6. 3, which y'all did not get here, was Furious 7. The last one. The last entry.
One with Mr. Nobody, right?
Yes, he's in a couple of those, but also the last one for obviously Paul Walker. And then the Fast and the Furious, the original, number 2, and then Fast 5, number 1. So
wow, I gotta watch Fast 5, I guess. Is that the James Wan directed one?
That's 7. That's actually 7.
Okay.
Fast 5 still Justin Lin. Fast 5 is that's my favorite, I think. Still. Yeah, it's still my favorite.
I like Fast and Furious 7 and Tokyo Drift.
Listen, I love Tokyo Drift. I am a Tokyo Drift apologist. I love it.
Does no one love the first one the most?
I mean, based on this, people like it, so
yeah, they like it second most, I guess.
All right. Okay. So same situation going into this third round, but before we do that, we need to talk to Cameron. Cameron, how you doing?
Howdy, partner.
Howdy.
Howdy.
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
How do you think your chances are? You're getting some points here. You're
getting hot and heavy here. It's getting close with David. This is the closest I've ever been with David. So
don't get too hot and bothered. I don't know how to transition to this.
Oh, well, how do you like French film, Cole? Because there's this little French director.
I could get hot and bothered with some French films.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I do every once in a while, but I get especially hot and bothered by this director, Jacques Tati.
You gotta stop saying it like that.
Oh, that's it. That's my last
I love
one.
it. I love it. No, I'm a big fan of Jacques Tati as well. I think we share that love. I am not as deep as you are into it, I don't think. Are we the same amount right now, I think?
No, I think I might have like one more, but it's close. Like we've seen around the same amount.
Gotcha.
But I've kind of been going in order from his first film, from to more recent. And he only made like 6 movies, right? Like he only
made a bunch of shorts, but it was mostly 6 features, 6 great features, but yes. But starring and directing is a lot, and he did.
Yeah, he always the star, and I don't know. I kind of see him as like the original Mr. Bean, or like that's what Mr. Bean was inspired a lot by. I don't know if directly or not, but it just seems that way.
I think you could definitely make that comparison. For sure. It's definitely like he is the French Mr. Bean. But also, I think those movies do a little bit more than some of those stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
There's just a lot more interesting set pieces stuff going on.
Commentary on different topics based on the movies. Seems like that's kind of the pattern, but
Yeah. So, which one are you missing? Which one do you still got to check out?
well, I have to see his later work now. So I finally saw Playtime like maybe a year ago at this point.
Okay.
And then I haven't seen any more after that. But I've seen Playtime and all of his movies before that. Monsieur Hulot's Holiday was really good.
That's a classic.
Yeah, it was really fun. And
I think Mononc is also
Mononc.
great.
Yeah, Mononc
Mononc
is
is
great
great.
too. That's up there for me. I actually
Okay.
like that more than Playtime.
Wow.
Which
That's-
is like his like most popular film.
Yeah, I feel like most people go for Playtime. So,
Mhm.
but yeah. Well, thank you for talking. I think it's time that we play some more trivia.
Yeah,
So
let me get let me get
Oh,
ready.
no. All right. Andy.
Okay.
All right, he's not getting hot and bothered with me tonight. All right. All right, reminder of the score. Ashwin at 10 points, Cameron at 80, and David at 90. It's still, Jacob.
It's anybody's game, guys. It's
That's right.
anybody's game. You guys don't
Anybody's game.
understand.
Anything can happen.
Literally, Ashwin could win.
Yeah.
It's anybody's game.
I don't know why I had to specify there, Jacob.
Thank you,
but
the
that's okay.
family's host.
I appreciate the support in this trying time.
All right. Well, Ashwin, we will have to throw you a bone because you are in last place. So with that, I did want to ask you, Ashwin, personally, and then I'll ask everyone else personally, but you specifically. I want you to tell me the longest films, so in length, the longest films directed by Christopher Nolan.
Okay, interesting. I feel like I'm just gonna start guessing Christopher Nolan movies that I don't like because they feel so much longer. Let me think about this.
The bold approach.
Pretty long. Okay. I mean, I feel like this must be on the list. So I'll fire yeah, let's go with Oppenheimer first.
Ashton's going with a bang with Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is our number one answer. That'll let you 50 points.
Yeah.
That gets
Just
you
comeback.
That's some big moves there.
Yeah.
Just like that explosion. All right. Cameron.
Blast.
I even saw it 3 times.
It's been a
I didn't
blast.
feel the runtime, but it is long.
It is. All right, Cameron, but you got to tell me some of the other ones that are long in Christopher Nolan's filmography.
I feel like The Dark Knight Rises is fucking long, so I'm just going to say that.
Cameron says The Dark Knight Rises with a little bit of disdain. The Dark Knight Rises, is this answer Rising from the Ashes? It is. It is our number 3 answer. That'll net you 30 points.
Yeah.
Good job, Cameron. Sorry. Why did I put that? I don't know why I put it over there.
You're good.
Well,
You're
please
good.
don't
And
kill
yeah,
me.
you're good. That puts Cameron in the lead here. So, David, you gotta make some big moves to catch up. What are you thinking?
I remember this one also being pretty long. It's got to be The Dark Knight. It's got to be up there.
David's going with The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is our 4th place answer. That'll let you 20 points. That's going to tie you with Cameron here.
I wonder how close it was. We'll see later.
We have to see and wait. So now back over to Ashwin. Ashwin, a reminder, we still have 2 answers left on the board.
So this one is going to be a movie that very well might just feel long to me, but I'm going to go with Interstellar.
Ashwin's going with Interstellar. Interstellar is our 2nd place answer. That'll let you 40 points, getting you only 10 points behind between your other competitors here. And what that does mean is that there's only 1 answer left on the board.
Ooh.
So let's see who gets it here first, Cameron or David. But Cameron is going to be the first one to go here.
Okay.
What are you thinking, Cameron?
We got one other Nolan that left, big one I'm thinking of, and it feels long to me, but I've only seen it once. So, Inception.
Cameron's going with Inception. Did he incept the answer? Did I incept the answer in his brain?
That's
Did he
kind of
incept the
cheating,
answer?
Cole.
I don't know, but I can tell you that Inception is not on the board.
Oh.
David, what are you thinking? You still got that one left there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like his movies have just gotten longer as he's made movies. Like every single movie has been longer.
Okay.
So I think I just got to go with something recent. And it's, but now I'm like thinking, I was going to say Tenet, but now I'm like thinking Dunkirk.
What are you thinking? Are you an international spy or are you on the beaches of Dunkirk?
I don't remember Tenet being that long. But I also don't remember Dunkirk being that long. I think I'll go with Tenet.
David's going with Tenet. Is his answer forward and backwards? It is. That'll net you 10 points. That's our 5th place answer. And that clears the board. Not too shabby, everybody.
Kenneth Branagh doing so many weird accents in Nolan movies and never doing them well. I'm sorry.
Well, he can't direct movies well either, so it doesn't really matter.
He thinks he's so good at accents, and he's never good at any.
Actually, it's not true. He did one good Hamlet movie, and then he like dipped and did Artemis Fowl. So who knows? There's a couple of years in between that, but you know. Already, wow, some big moves all around, making big plays on this board here tonight.
Yeah, Ashwin's closing that gap.
Ashwin really is closing in that gap. Let me go ahead and get that score ready for everybody while my lovely co-host Jacob stalls.
So yeah, basically, what the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game is, it's a asymmetrical horror movie, video game.
Okay, and so we can end that. So, Ashwin taking 100 points.
Wow.
Cameron right behind at 100 whatever. Ashwin 100, Cameron 110, David 120. I think.
Wow, boy.
Jacob's got a main routine there. See if we can catch him in a good spot.
What a physical.
So yeah, and then once you're doing that, really, then you can escape the house.
Oh,
so, yeah.
okay.
All right, Jacob. I'm tired of hearing you. I want to talk to David. All right, hey David, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. You've been to the movies lately?
I have. I go to the movies a lot, actually.
Yeah. Have you seen Past Lives yet?
I have. I did. I really like Past Lives. Did you?
Yeah. If you've seen that, then you won't want to pass up the Before trilogy.
that was a good segue, David. We could have talked about Past Lives if you wanted to. By the way,
we could talk about Past Lives.
No, I'm fine. Hey, I'm fine with whatever you want to talk about.
I mean, I feel like those movies go so hand in hand together.
You know what? They really do, right? Don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, in a lot of ways, Past Lives is kind of like the condensed version of it. I mean, there's 3 points in time that they meet up with each other, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would just say, there isn't a huge plot in either movie. Yeah. And it is just mostly conversation, and it's mostly just story and just vibing and having a good time. But yeah, I think, it's clearly Past Lives was a movie that was definitely influenced by the Before trilogy, and what you could do with romance and everything. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's cinematography is great, but
my god, it's so great. I keep thinking about even some of the last shots there in that movie are fantastic.
Yeah, the characters are pretty interesting. I think the only thing it's missing is Ethan Hawke.
Well, that's a big one. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan Hawke in the Before trilogy, he's something.
he is something. All right. I do want to get back to the game, but David, I got to ask you, what is your favorite of the Before trilogy? Because I feel like there's a right answer, there's a wrong answer, and then there's like okay, I get that answer.
Yeah, I know what the wrong answer is.
Okay.
And I know the second most unpopular, and I'm going to go the second most unpopular, and that's Before Sunrise.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just a meet cute, and I dig it.
I'm with you. I dig it too. Obviously,
Mhm.
Sunset's great though. I feel like you can't ignore it. It does what Sunrise does even better. But then also, I don't know. Sometimes you lose the magic of it because I think the first movie has a just youth to it.
I
That
like the awkwardness to the first movie. It feels very
right?
innocent. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially they're figuring each other out and I think acting wise they're also figuring it out too. I think that makes it
Mhm.
really fun. So all right, well everyone keep that in mind. Before Midnight though is still good. So I'm just gonna say that.
Yes, I agree.
All right, let's get back into the feud.
Personally,
Um,
I'm team Sunrise as well. So,
okay, okay, I respect it.
That's the best
but I
one.
haven't seen Before Midnight, so I can't fully say.
Before Midnight is very good, but it's kind of an epilogue. I don't know.
Right.
It's hard to say. Hard to say. It's a great trilogy though. So okay, but we need to get back into some real movie feud here. Alrighty, so because let's see, yeah, Ashwin, you're still going first here, but you're a good advantage here because you were really close to them. So you might have to start making some big moves here. Are you ready for that?
Oh, sorry. I actually did this intentionally. I was like, I don't want to go to 130 and then have to go last. So let me make it just up to 100. So
Got it.
Completely calculated.
Mhm.
Very well calculated. Okay, well, Ashwin, I want you to tell me currently on letterboxd.com what are the most popular movies of the 2010s, starting with the letter B. B as in boy. A reminder for everybody, this means that articles like a, and the do not count. So if it was, let me think of give me an old movie, Jacob.
Batman, 1989.
That's a bad example because that doesn't start with an article.
The Batman.
Okay, so last week, the kid, if it was K, the kid is still counting for K. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Okay.
And A, like N. Apple.
Yes.
Like if that was a movie.
In Apple, if that was
The
a movie.
Batman. The Batman.
Jacob, I'm gonna need you to shut up.
Wow, is it Jacob?
I thought it was of the 2010s. Batman came out in 2022.
Yeah, Jacob, that's a part of the game.
Dark
You don't want
Knight.
to you don't want to give people hints.
I thought you said it in the title.
Okay, so 2010s. Ashley,
He
we're gonna
muted
start
me.
with you.
okay. I am like, I bet you that I'm going to guess two movies that will have both not come out in the 2010s. So I'm not going to like think about this too much. But one of the first ones this top 5, right? Oh my god.
It's just the most, yeah. So I guess of the top 5, yeah. So no, I'm sorry, it is the top 5, yes. So number 1 would be the highest, the most popular. Number 2 would be the second most popular. You get and so forth.
This is like engagement on Letterboxd, right?
Correct, right. So Letterboxd people, what that means, whatever you think that means, but also, yeah, not necessarily the highest rated, but like how many people are liking it, logging it, reviewing it, and whatnot. If you need a board here, it might be helpful. Sometimes I feel like it helps people to just write shit down. But yeah, starting with the letter B.
Okay.
As in boy.
I'm just gonna make myself okay with like insane guesses because I'm not gonna come up with any good ones. And I feel like this could be it. Also, for all I know, this is pre-2010. I honestly don't know. But all that said, and like the doesn't count, right?
Yeah, the would, yeah, that doesn't count. But that's so, yeah, you could still have an answer with the B word.
Well, I'm gonna have an answer with the B word. Let's go with the B movie.
Ashton's going with the B movie. The B movie is not on the board. It's also 2000s, unfortunately.
Damn.
Okay, that makes sense.
Jerry Seinfeld needs to get his.
I think it's 2007 though, so don't be too hard on yourself on that one. All right, Cameron, what are you thinking?
Right. Most popular 2010 films, yes.
Most popular 2010s films, starting with the letter B.
With the letter B. All right, that's important.
Or a B, or the B.
Okay, I might start doing what Andrew did and just sound things out, but I'll try to do it in my head.
Great, we'll be here for like 40 minutes. This is gonna be awesome.
I hope you enjoy that. We're already 40 minutes in. Let's make it another 40.
I thought we were going pretty fast too. Damn.
the. Oh. Okay, Brahms the boy, or what's that called? That's what I'm gonna say. I don't even know if that's the right. That's all I can think of. Brahms the boy.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer. Even though you're trying to get me to escape.
I'm
from
not
this
trying to.
answer,
I just need to know because you're laughing and you're joking. Like I need
because
to know
it's
what
so
you're.
stupid. But final answer.
Okay, Brahms the boy. Brahms the boy is not on the same board.
What?
I
know.
know, it's
That was gonna be
crazy.
my second guess.
I know.
Who would have thunk? All right, David. David's pondering like he is David statue.
He is the thinker.
I don't know why you think about this. I've already got my next answer queued up.
Oh,
Right.
very nice. It must be nice.
I wonder. If I can't think of any B movies, there just can't be that many. That's logical, right?
Yeah.
Which means even bad movies got to be pretty up high on the list. And I'm pretty sure this was released in the 2010s, so I'm gonna go with Bumblebee.
David's going with Bumblebee. Bumblebee is not on the board. Sorry, David.
That was a good guess, though.
Actually, I like that guess. That was
Yeah.
Reminder, because I think we've all made interesting choices so far. Popular on Letterboxd, so just think Letterboxd people. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm having scrolling.
That's not even really
movie
that's just
B
me
movies
being-
at all.
That's just me being noting,
Being
weird.
I'm gonna disregard that advice entirely, and I'm gonna
Cool.
send Big Hero 6. I have faith in the power of like people who watch animated movies. So
You got to respect it, right? Big Hero 6. Ashwin, Big Hero 6 is not on the board.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I guess.
that did surprise me too.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna go with
0000000.
It's my turn, right?
It is your turn, Cameron.
Okay. This is not popular, but I am really having a hard time thinking of any. So as you can see, so I'm gonna just say the BFG,
Cameron's going with the BFG,
the big fucking giant.
big fucking giant. The BFG is not on the board.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Mark Rylance, come on.
Hubba. All right.
No.
David.
I'm not hot and bothered.
David,
by
you
that.
still got 5 answers there. You might as well shoot whatever you're thinking.
Yeah, and no pressure because everyone else didn't get it.
I guess that's one way to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
2010s is a broad. There's a lot of movies in there for sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's something that's better. I'll go Beauty and the Beast.
David's going with Beauty and the Beast. I think is it the Beauty and the Beast, Jacob?
I think it's the Beauty and the Beast, but just keeping with bees, drop the duh.
You're good. The Beauty and the Beast, 2017. I'm assuming it's referring to.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast 2017 is not on the board. Alrighty.
You were actually
Sorry.
referring to the animated one, right?
Yeah.
That's
it
got
wouldn't matter because neither. Wow. Well,
A little bit of a rough round, A little
bit of a rough round there.
I truly believe that we had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in my heart of hearts.
Well,
Yeah, Brahms the boy was like number 6.
Oh.
Like it was right there.
The answers will shock you. I'm kidding.
It was actually Brahms the boy too. No, actually that'd be 2020.
That-
right?
Drop the 2, because of these.
Brahms 2 the boy. Wait, I don't even know what it is. Okay, whatever. Anyways, that was
You Brahms
the lost
2.
boy.
that was the
boy.
score down there. Same as last time. Okay, number 5 was Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh.
Damn it.
Number 4 was Blade Runner 2049.
Shit.
That's a good one.
Number 3, early 2010s, Black Swan.
Fuck.
feel like that's an interesting one that people forget about. Yeah.
I think so, right? Yeah, I think that's a letterbox one
Yeah.
more so. Number 2, the cultural sensation Black Panther.
Oh.
And number 1, Edgar Wright's third or fourth best movie, Baby Driver.
That's his
Yeah.
second best movie.
Is it second, you think?
Behind Scott Pilgrim, of course.
I mean,
but yeah.
No, that's why it's fourth, because it's Fuzz, Sean.
Oh, I don't watch
Pilgrim.
those movies. I don't watch those.
All right, bud. Okay.
He's not British.
The negative engagement
Yeah,
is crazy.
the only thing I watch is Ted Lasso. Okay.
That's the most British he'll get.
Yeah.
The most British he shall get. Anyway, so comments here. Sam coming with the let's go. We appreciate that. Alrighty. Let's see. All right. Yeah, we're gonna head into the last round of the night. This is where we make big moves here, guys. Y'all
Guys,
are,
guess what? It's literally anybody's game. It's literally
this
anybody's
this literally is anybody's game. Wouldn't you agree?
I would.
Oh,
That's why you just said it. All right. All right, Ashwin, you're still technically in last place, but y'all are really
all
damn close.
All calculated.
All calculated. He
Yeah,
says.
he's been
He
running.
expected
circles
nobody to
around
get
us in
any
his
B
mind
movies
the whole
in the
time.
2010s. That's why he said B movie. You just threw everybody off the rhythm. I think that's all it was, right?
I think B movie is more popular than Brahms the Boy.
You know what, Cam? I'm gonna agree with you on that, but I have no evidence to prove that otherwise. All right, Ashwin, we're gonna go back to a classic actress of our time. I would say. Would you agree, Jacob?
I would say that she had a new movie come out recently, but
We're gonna not say that, Jacob. Actually, it doesn't matter. No, hold on. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hey, Ashwin, I want you to tell me the most popular movies starring Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay. I mean, I'm like really tempted to say number 1 is a gimme, but let me think about it for
He has to calculate this plan here. Also, I have to appreciate while he's thinking that Jacob is just like the biggest fidgeter in this spreadsheet. It's killing me.
I am.
Oh my god.
He's in IT. What can you?
I don't have a
expect?
cube. I do have a little squishy pear. Or something?
He
I don't
needs
know.
constant conflict.
And a tech deck.
Oh,
Whoa,
yeah.
yo, this guy's cool.
Oh, I wish I was that cool.
All right, Ashwin, what do you think is your cool answer?
I'm actually going to think out loud a little bit because I feel like everything I'm about to say is like pretty. Actually, maybe not. Let me think in my head.
Think out loud, it's all right.
Let's say, oh my goodness, I can't because obviously like recency helps, but then like
That isn't me.
What is that? Yeah, I don't know what that is.
What's up?
It's like a buzzing.
It
Was
went
that just
away.
me? Okay, yeah, it's
It
gone.
went away. We're good.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll say that I think, I mean, the Hunger Games movies feel like a gimme. I'm just trying to figure out if I think the first one would be highest because it's the first, or like the last one because it's the most recent. But the fact that it's like, I'm gonna say the first one. So just the Hunger Games, I think is what it's called.
Ashwin's going with The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games is our number 2 answer. That'll net you 40 points.
I'm happy with that.
That actually puts Ashwin in the lead here. So, as Jacob
20
says, it's
points in front of David.
in front of David. So, let's see. Were they tied? I can't remember now.
No, they weren't tied.
They were not tied. It is Cameron next here. So, Cameron.
Okay, well, I might be able to take the lead back with this. I'm hoping. The Hunger Games Catching Fire.
Cameron's going with The Hunger Games Catching Fire. That is the second entry in this film franchise. The Hunger Games Catching Fire is our third place answer. That'll net you 30 points.
Cool.
Which puts him tied up with Ashwin now.
That does put him tied up with Ashwin. We might actually have a tiebreaker here tonight. Jacob,
Oh, it's gonna get spicy.
It'll be great. Let's see. All right, David. Can you make some big money moves?
Yeah, I mean, this is one of my favorite movies, which means it's everyone's favorite movie.
Okay.
like the
Silver Linings
process.
Playbook.
David's going with Silver Linings Playbook. Silver Linings Playbook is on the board, but is our 5th place answer. That'll net you 10
What?
points.
What? What?
Only 10 points behind Ashwin and Cameron here.
This is
Okay.
a ball buster.
It is sort of a ball buster, yeah. Okay, Ashwin, second shot. This is your bit. You got to make a big move here. We still have the number 4 answer on the board and number 1 answer on the board.
Okay, so now I think I can do a little bit of thinking out loud. So it's tempting to just go for like Mockingjay Part 2, I would probably say. But the fact that, I mean, I kind of figured Catching Fire was going to be lower, but it honestly, if it wasn't a Part 1, Part 2, I would just ship Mockingjay one movie. But I feel like, I mean, Part 2 was pretty bad, right? Anyways, I'm also tempted to like, I'm thinking about the X-Men movies. I have been thinking about them the whole time, but I don't see why any of them would be higher than the first. Any one of them in particular.
Reminder: this is most popular. So you're saying higher. I just want to make sure you understand that. Yes.
Yeah.
Popularity.
Like I know we've gone through the popular. It's just like net most like engagement, like comments and reviews and stuff.
Activity, likes, yep. Just people are engaging with it.
Because the negative, I'm a big believer in negative engagement, which makes me want to go back to Mockingjay Part 2.
Such a negative Nancy.
Listen, that's how the internet works, you know? It's definitely how Letterboxd works.
I'm trying to change that.
Oh, man. I do feel like I'm not going to like figure this out, so I should just pick something. But why would like Part 2 be 1 and Part 1 be so much lower? So I don't think it's that. And we have 1 and 4 open.
Yeah, the 1st place answer is still on the board, and the 4th place answer is still on the board.
So I don't know how comic book fans rely on Letterboxd. I don't know. Man. Okay, sure. I'm gonna say X-Men: Days of Future Past. That's my final answer.
Ashwin's going with X-Men: Days of Future Past. X-Men: Days of Future Past is not on the board.
Whoa.
Cameron.
Okay, I'm gonna steal Ashwin's thinking here, and I'm hoping this is even an X-Men movie that has her in it. I haven't seen any, but it's very likely that if she is, that it could be on the board. So, X-Men First Class.
Cameron's going with X-Men First Class. X-Men First Class is also not on the board.
We might. Oh my gosh.
We really might have a tiebreaker here. All right, but
doesn't get
David,
this.
maybe David comes in with a clutch. I mean, if he comes in with a clutch,
If he gets number 1 or number 4, he wins.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what the number 1 is. I can't imagine it's the Mockingjay, but the only other movie I can think of her like that would actually be popular, because Winter's Bone wouldn't be popular. I'm thinking it's Mockingjay. What's the score?
Yeah, I can give you an update. So both Cameron and Ashwin are tied at 140, and then you, David, are at 130. So you're only 10 points behind them.
Oh wow.
Yep. So
So I just got to get one of them right.
If you get one of them right, you win this game.
I'm guessing just because it's the finale, it stirs dialogue, and it was very unsatisfying. And it has such a huge fan base. I will go Mockingjay Part 2.
David's going with Mockingjay Part 2. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 is not on the board.
Ooh.
Okay, so because wow, we have a tiebreaker. This is crazy.
Whoa.
Okay,
Like Passengers or something. I'm never competing.
I forgot about that.
Before everybody starts thinking out loud here, So that let me be clear. That automatically eliminates David. David is in third place no matter how we shake this. But Ashwin and Cameron, you are fighting for first place here. So, wow. All right, we're getting the tiebreaker. Tiebreaker. Let's go.
Final
Okay.
countdown.
All right. So, and by the way, because it's the first time around, we'll play a little loose with this. But I think I have some rules set here. Let's run them. So. Tiebreakers. So tied players will need to answer the answers for the 6, 7, or 8-point answer on the one of the 5 prompts on the board. This prompt will be determined by a wheel spin. Players will go in the order set for round 1. That's how we're going to determine who goes first in this tie. If after 2 turns players are unable to find an answer, the game is considered an official tie for both players. So
exciting.
That is really exciting. Okay. What that does mean, though, is that because Cameron won for round 1 here, or sorry, for the starter round here to determine the order, it's Cameron, then Ashwin.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this wheel to side up. Hold on.
No shoot.
Okay.
Getting real.
I think for the purposes of tonight, I'm gonna take off 4, which was the B round. Is everyone cool with that?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine by me.
Okay,
Yes.
just so that we're not going on and on forever here. Okay,
That's fine.
let me present. Wow. This is oh, hold on. Actually, let me take that off. I always forget you have to separate these tabs, otherwise they're gonna. Yeah. Okay, everyone see that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna because I changed the wheel here. There's only 4 slices. I'm gonna reprime it. Okay. A reminder for everybody at home. I'm actually going to move this to the other screen. Sorry if it's a little skinnier. Okay. Reminder for people at home and contestants here. The first question asked was about Kevin Costner. The second one was about Fast and Furious. The third one was about Christopher Nolan. And the last one is about Jennifer Lawrence here. We're just going to skip B since somebody got anything. I think we can all agree on that unless we want to be here all night or we want automatic time.
Want to be here all night.
Give me
Okay.
Christopher Nolan.
Yep. No spinning or deferring here, so we're gonna spin this boy. Number 2, that's Fast and Furious.
Okay.
It's getting furious right now. This is crazy.
Okay. As a reminder, answers that were previously said. This is a small franchise, so I definitely need to clarify this. They're not on. When I say they're not on the board, that means they're not 1 through 5. That doesn't mean they're not 6, 7, and 8. So there are other films. There are more than 8 movies in this franchise. I can tell you that. And Furious. So I'll give a reminder for everybody. Number 1 was Fast and Furious 5. Fast 5. Number 2 was The Fast and the Furious. Number 3 was Furious 7. Number 4 was Fast and Furious 6. And number 5 was The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. So we are looking for 6, 7, and 8 on this board. Cameron, you're getting to going first here.
Okay. The tough part is remembering what you just said, what was already said. But I think I've got it in order.
You're allowed to ask.
Okay, can I get 1 repeat of that?
That's totally fine. We'll do the 1 repeat. Good thing. We need to determine these rules, Jacob. It's cool. All right. Number 1 was Fast 5. Number 2 was The Fast and the Furious. That's the first entry. Number 3 was Furious 7, 7th entry. Fast and Furious 6, 6th entry. And The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, which is the 3rd entry.
Okay. All right. So
because we established it earlier, you can just give a number. Or if it's a sub, if it's a
yeah, unless it's not.
Let's just spin off, you guys.
Yeah.
Spin off.
I'm gonna go wild here. I'm just gonna say Hobbs and Shaw.
I was thinking this.
Cameron is going with Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw. Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw, Cameron, is not on the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And sorry, I was just writing down what we have as 1 to 5. Can I give you what I have and just make absolutely sure that it's right?
Sure.
So I've got the fifth one, then the first one, then the seventh one, then the sixth one, then Tokyo Drift from 1 through 5.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Reminder, things that have been said that were not on the board are still eligible here, but as long as they weren't on the board. And there also could be things that people have said that are obviously still not on the board regardless. Not on 6, 7, or 8, I should say.
Hope you have a goldfish memory.
Oh boy, there's not much for me to think about here because I've seen very few of these and I know very little about what people think. So I'm just gonna say the third Fast and Furious movie.
A reminder, the third Fast and Furious movie was already set for Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Oh, is that the third? Oh, I thought it was like 2.5. Okay, that makes sense.
We don't have a rule for this. I think
I'm fine with him getting another guess if you guys are.
because it was said and we've already clarified. Yeah, I know that's tough. So Ashwin.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Go back to that. Man. Okay, sure. We'll just say I don't okay, whatever. We'll say the fourth one. The whatever it's called. The fourth Fast and Furious movie.
Fast and Furious, which is the entry from 2009,
Oh, is it like
is on the secondary board. I don't know what we're going to call it. That is number 7.
okay?
Yep. And that means that what does that mean? That means
Ashwin is our winner.
no, it doesn't. It means,
Oh, it doesn't? I thought he got the O because it
Yeah,
goes
that's right.
twice, doesn't it?
Good
Yeah.
try, Ashwin.
And we still use the camera.
Never mind,
I
Ashwin.
injected that into
We'll
his
get
head.
this yet.
Honestly, like I said, in prepping, we haven't had to do this yet. So understand. Okay, so what that does mean is that yes, that means that Cameron has a shot to go for 6. If he gets 8, it's over. Ashwin wins. If he gets 6 place here, he wins.
Okay.
Ashwin, yeah.
Okay, so I get another shot, right?
You both get another shot, but technically because he has the 7th here,
Oh, okay.
really, you either get 6 or you don't get it.
And
All right.
sorry, if he gets 6, is it just over then, or how does that work?
Because then he was the highest available. Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm just gonna talk out loud because I kind of have to. Okay, we've already said 5, 1, 2. Wait, no, 3, 4, and I think 7. So let me just go Fast and Furious 2.
Cameron's going with Too Fast, Too Furious. Too Fast, Too Furious is our number 6 place answer. That means Cameron Patterson is our winner for tonight.
Oh yeah. Woo.
Alrighty. Wowzer.
That was a
Yippee.
wowzer moment.
Yippee
Right there.
ki
Let us know what you think of these rules. I think it makes sense if you were to get 8 and then 7 and then or you weren't getting anything on the board. But obviously this is how I've written it down. I made sure to double check, so I'm just going off what I have written down here. So
Cole, I think we might have forgot to say what the other correct answers were for Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know if that still matters now, but maybe if the audience wants to know.
that's a good point. We will we'll just start from the bottom up here. How does that sound? If by the way, if that was the case, if we landed on Jennifer Lawrence in the wheel, I would have said the 4 and the 1 here. So we'll start from the bottom up. Mockingjay Part 2 was number 8. X-Men Days of Future Past was number 7. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 was number 6. Silver Linings Playbook back at 5. Somebody mentioned something like not loved or controversial or whatever. Mother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mother is our number 4th place answer. Hunger Games Catching Fire at number 3. The Hunger Games at number 2. And then everybody's sensation of was it last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Guys, don't look up. Don't look
Oh
up number
fuck!
one.
Bullshit.
Number 1. Oh my god.
Don't
I
look
thought
up,
Letterboxd hated that.
don't look up as Jennifer
Well,
Lawrence's most popular.
See, it's the negative engagement. I'm telling you.
It is that.
You're
Well,
right, you're
that's
right.
yeah. I mean, that's also applies for Mother. I think. Yeah, to your point here. B movies, but not B movies. Booksmart was number 8. Black Klansman number 7. Birdman or the Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance number 6. That's the full title. Bohemian Rhapsody, Blade Runner, Black Swan, Black Panther, and Baby Driver, as we had previously said. I didn't give runtimes for these. The Prestige was 130 minutes, number 8.
Mm.
Number 7, Batman Begins at 140 minutes. Inception at 148 minutes.
Was that number 6?
That's number 6.
Ah.
Number 5, Tenet, 150 minutes. Only 2 minutes difference there.
Shit.
But also only 2 minutes difference. The Dark Knight, 152 minutes. The Dark Knight Rises, though, a little bit longer, 165 minutes. Interstellar, 169 minutes, number 2. And the longest to date, and the most recent, Oppenheimer, at a whopping 181 minutes. That's 3 hours, folks.
Oppie.
Highest rated Fast and Furious franchise. Believe it or not, this isn't actually a very well rated franchise, if I'm being honest. The Fate of the Furious, the 8th entry in the Fast and Furious, 2.72 average. Fast and Furious 2009, that's the 4th entry, 2.79. Too Fast, Too Furious, 2.81, not very far behind there. But Tokyo Drift, the Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, 2.98. We're still below 3s here. We're not talking great movies. Fast and Furious 6 and number 4, 3.05. Furious 7, 3.21. That did surprise me. I thought it would be higher rated than that, believe it or not.
I also thought that too.
The Fast and the Furious, 3.25, and then Fast 5, 3.42. So none of the movies break a 3.5. Just think about that.
Even the highest rated. Wow.
So don't feel bad. And then swinging back over to a start of our match, Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams was number 8.
Wow, that's low.
Dances with Wolves, number 7.
Oh. Okay.
Oliver Stone's JFK at number 6. The Untouchables, like I mentioned, number 5. Molly's Game, Hidden Figures, Man of Steel, and then I guess archival footage, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. And on that popular note, I want to thank everybody for playing. You guys did great. I appreciate all the time and effort. We got to test the tiebreaker. That's great.
That's fun.
And now, Jacob, this still might be the longest. I try to keep these short. I'm really trying.
I think it is the longest. I think I was looking back at
We're just a bunch of chums. We like.
To be fair,
That-
without the tiebreaker, it wouldn't have been. So I'll take it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
All
we
right,
gotta add a little bit more spice for the tiebreaker.
It's past our bedtime.
it is past our bedtime here. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure to keep tuned to the channel. I don't know if we have any upcoming matches this week, but make sure to be tuned in for next week. With that, have a good night, everybody.
Good night.